everyone and welcome to the Gamblers Campaign in DCS World, or welcome back to the campaign I should say, since we did already start this before, but then I decided to give it a bit of a break, mostly because there was an ongoing bug in DCS at the time that was messing up the campaign royally. So we have started this again. I decided that I am just going to redo the first mission here. It's been quite a while since we did the last one. And so if you have already seen that and you just want to skip on to the new stuff, I will put a time card down below. But otherwise, we will be continuing along here. And as for what this campaign is, it is set in the real-life Operation Inherent Resolve against ISIS, based on real flights that took place, with one of the people working on the campaign was one of the pilots of F-16s in the Gamblers unit at the time. So really interesting, and I am very much looking forward to getting back into the Viper. So let's jump in and see what awaits us on this one.
So, King Faisal Air Base, or Hotel 4, what exactly is this place? Built before the Second World War, used by the Brits later on. Jordanians then restored it and keep some of their Cobras in Hotel 4. But seriously, what is the story there? We will be the first Americans to show up. We have a whole MQ-9 operation being ran from that place. It's a small airbase, but puts us way closer to our probable AO, which would be between 120 and 200 miles. King Hussein, where they were going to put us first, is more than 70 miles further away.
From the front you're coming to with their Mirages and the Bahraini.
True coalition of the Lily. Who else we got? Emirates, Moroccans, wouldn't be surprised to see the Saudis. Plus Canadians, Australians, Danes, and Italians. But most of them, barring Australians, operate only in Iraq, not over here. All that to match ISIS? Like they're not already fighting everyone else in the region. Wish it was that easy. ISIS is a fig leaf, allowing almost everyone to pursue their own agenda, be it against Assad, Iran, Kurds, you name it. What about the Israelis? Well, they're not part of the coalition, but from what I've heard, they are bombing both Syrians and ISIS. We are getting into a real quagmire, people. We will be briefed and debriefed about the situation before and after each sortie, but expect things to be changing fast and often. I know I said it 1,000 times, but I will once again. If there's anything set in stone out there, it will be our ROE. Follow it to the letter. This is 6, flight mainstay 030. 4, same. So, your brother's here too. Always watching.
They are not on the ground now?
Wait for the intel briefing.
Roger. Is East Med always this busy?
Affirmed. Also part of the civilian traffic that normally passes over Syria has been moved here.
Roger. So whole of Syria is a no-fly zone?
Technically, yes. But that doesn't stop Assad from bombing his own people. There are parts where we're not allowed to fly. You'll see our allies, Israelis, Turks, Russians, occasionally Iranians up there too.
That will help with identifying the bad guys.
The bad guys won't be flying anything. Don't expect too much air-to-air. Our main focus will be on ground pounding. Gun curve. Outposts, strongholds, convoys, artillery positions, refineries, ambushers, you name it. With very limited anti-air capabilities, but determined as hell.
Any JTACs on our side?
Not too many, but yes. We have trained some of the rebels for that. Track 8s and 810s will be coming to Kuwait very soon. Hotel November 045. Must be more of them down there. Cruisers never travel alone. Stay firm, and that means that the Russians take what is happening here seriously. Wizard, Weasel 1-1.
So 1-1, Wizard, go ahead.
Wizard, Weasel flight is speeded by a radar from the north. Hotel November. Please advise.
So 1-1, you're on 5, battle cruise. 110 miles to the north, heading west. 20. 3 contacts, no backup.
Thanks, Wizard. Do you have a weather update for Haifa?
Weasel 1-1, weather update. Overcast, cloud layer 10 out of 10. From Angel 12 to Angel 16. Wind 030 at 7 knots at 15,000. 035 at 10 at 5,000. No change expected.
Weasel 1-1, roger.
Welcome to Syria, Weasel.
Weasel 1-1, Texaco.
Send in for Weasel 1-1.
Weasel, I have your clearance. Say when ready to copy.
Ready to copy.
Contact Haifa Control on 233.0. Descent and maintain 12,000. Fly heading 131.
Welcome.
Texaco is ready to detach.
Roger that, Texaco. Thanks for getting us here.
Our pleasure, sir. Stay safe.
Weasel, check price.
2.
3. 4. 5. 6. Haifa Control, Weasel flight with you at 31,000. In transit to King Faisal, Oscar Mike Foxtrot.
Weasel, Haifa Control, radar contact, maintain heading, descent at 12,000.
Weasel 1-1, maintain heading, descend at 12,000.
Emirates Echo Kilo 121, Haifa Control.
Haifa Control, Echo Kilo 121.
Priority traffic at 11 o'clock, maintain current heading.
Echo Kilo 121, maintaining current heading.
Weasel, 5 and 6, drag 1 mile. 5. 6.
So follow the orders, drop back 1 mile into trail using the radar on its closest mode in order to judge what is 1 mile without having to lock these guys up. And then use the in-game triggers here, which they have set up for this campaign, to acknowledge the order.
5 saddle, 1 mile. Weasel, clear close. intel update once we land. After talking to Hotel 4, we'll split into elements and land in twos with 2 minutes separation. I'll go first with Tally, then Hulk and Bear, Chaos and Pyro last. Questions? Good. Continue on this course towards waypoint 2. You see those two towns off our nose? The larger one to our right, looking like a huge spiderweb, and the smaller one to the left? These are the last large settlements. Nothing of this size for many miles where we're going. Actually gonna tell me when we sleep in tent? How did you guess that? God damn it. I'm turning back. I'm on approach. Diesel flight with you at 12,000. Transit to King's Bicycle. Entering your AOR. Diesel, this is a man approach. Radar contact. You're clear to switch to King's Bicycle approach at 256. Clear switch King's Bicycle at 256.3. Diesel 11. Up ahead, there is King Hussein Air College. Originally, this was supposed to be our home plate, but somebody in Chaos wisely decided to put it as Hotel 4, so closer to our usual AO, which will be Central Syria. Why do they call it Air College? I think this is where they train their pilots on C-101.
Diesel 2, Mark 6, 105.
Okay, left-hand turn to 065. Go. The road to the right going east-northeast is the A10 motorway. If you follow it long enough, it will eventually get you to Baghdad. You sure did your homework, boss. The yellowish line to our left is the border. There is a fence as well as some ground fortification between Jordan and Syria, which makes it easier for us to see where we are.
This place is so barren.
And it gets even worse when you go up north. Barren and flat for the most part. Beautiful. But, coming back to important matters, you were joking about the tents, right? Maybe? Okay, push button 12 for King Faisal approach. King Faisal approach, this is Lethal Flight inbound. Request initial runway 10. Lethal Flight, King Faisal approach. We have you on our radar. Continue on current heading for 20 miles. Lethal 11, continue on current heading for 20 miles. Lethal Flight, King Faisal approach. Jump heading 055 and descend to 5,000 feet. Expect visual approach of runway 10. Contact tower when 5 miles out. Diesel 11, turn to 055, descend to 5,000. Contact tower when 5 miles out. There's some crosswinds, so we'll land one by one. Diesel 5, anchor here. 5.
So once again, I'm going to do as I'm told and just enter a little orbit here. Decide to descend down to 5,000 AGL as the instructor commanded while I'm anchored here. And this is where it deviates from the previous version of this mission because this time our flight do in fact go in and land at the correct airfield, and so all the triggers start to work again.
Weasel 3, anchor here. Weasel, switch King Faisal Tower. 3. King Faisal Tower, Weasel 1-1. 2 ship, 5 mile initial runway 10. Full stop, another 2 ship behind. clear to land runway 10, winds are 065 or 19. Weasel 11 clear to land runway 10. Weasel 11 is on the ground. We take shelter 7 and 8. Weasel 13 takes 9 and 10. Weasel 15 takes 11 and 12 at the end of the runway. Tower Weasel 13 and 5 mile initial runway 10 full stop. Weasel 13 tower clear to land runway 10. Winds are 065 or 19. Weasel 13 clear to land runway 10.
So while Weasels 3 and 4 are making their landing, it prompts me to begin my approach, so I do.
Holy shit, look at those tents. Guess it wasn't a joke.
Tower, Weasel 15, 2 ship, 5 mile initial runway 10, request full stop.
Weasel 15 tower, clear to land, runway 10, winds are 065 or 20.
Weasel 15, clear to land, runway 10.
And this is where everything starts to go wrong, because as I try to lower the landing gear handle just goes back up into its original position, which is what happened before, but now I do get some nice voice explanation.
15, I have problems with the landing gear. It won't come down.
Warning, warning.
On, roger. I'll notify King Faisal. Tell the tower, no need to bother the king. King Faisal, Weasel 11. Weasel 15 reported a landing gear malfunction. We'll try to troubleshoot it in the air, but get ready for a wheels-up landing. Weasel 11 tower, roger. Sending emergency services. Appreciate it, tower. Chaos, what's your fuel?
Bingo.
Okay, we have some time. Get the landing gear checklist and work on it. Keep me posted on how it goes.
Now, I do actually go start looking through the kneeboard here to see if I can find the landing gear checklist, starting to worry it might be something hidden in one of the MFDs that I just have no idea about. But before long it does point out that my lovely pilot has forgotten to bring his checklist with him.
15, don't have the checklist on me.
Roger, hold on. Let me get mine.
Pyro, get below me and let me know what's going on with my gear, will ya?
Roger. Okay, 5, describe what is happening.
Landing gear won't lower.
Roger, let's go through the checklist. First, depress the down lock release button. Try to lower the landing gear handle.
So it takes me a little bit of time to locate where that button is, but do find it, push it, lower the landing gear, and yeah.
No joy, still won't go down.
Alright. Alt flap switch. Extend.
After some googling to find where that switch is, I do go and extend it.
Done.
Break channel switch to channel 2.
Once again, it takes a bit for me to find these unfamiliar switches, but do manage to find it in the end.
Channel 2 selected.
Alright, moving now to alternate gear handle. Stay below 190 knots and pull the alt gear handle.
Warning, warning.
Takes me a little bit to find it and work out exactly how to use it, and the plane's very much objecting, so I am below 190 and it doesn't like that with the gears down, but manage all of that in the end.
Alt gear handle down.
5, gears extending. And lock. internal tanks are empty. If not, empty them first. Then depressurize by placing the air refuel switch to open.
Checking fuel tanks I know how to do, but once again it does take me a little bit to work out where the air refuel switch is, because I've not done that before on the 16.
Tanks empty and depressurized.
Altitude. Altitude.
Good. Pyro, land first. 5. After you land, stop straight ahead on the runway. If all is fine, rejoin us at the apron.
Roger. Tower, Weasel 16 and 15, runway 10, request full stop.
Weasel, Tower, clear command, runway 10, winds are 065, 420.
Weasel 16 and 15, clear to land, runway 10.
So yeah, after all of that excitement there, the gear do stay down. I just have to really watch my speed to make sure that I don't overspeed here, since it's all in the emergency position. But yeah, no problems there at all. Come down, nice soft landing, at least soft by my standards. And then as I slow it to a stop, the flight lead does chip in, and otherwise mission accomplished.
Good job, 5. See you at the debriefing.
So yeah, really enjoyed that in the end. Really glad I did give this time to get all of the little bugs fixed. Again, those are not fault of the campaign dev, they are the fault of DCS. Somehow managed to mess up ground taxiing on a bunch of maps, and this one was just very, very badly affected. Broke a load of other campaigns as well, but does seem to be fixed now. At least the campaign devs have found workarounds, and so all working out nicely here. So yeah, definitely enjoyed that. Really glad to be back in the 16, glad to actually be able to give this campaign a proper go, and I hope to catch you next week for the next episode of all of that. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.